Good morning, everybody. It's Patty with Patty's Purse. Let's take a deep dive into our first week of spending in September. Remember, we used the August 27th paycheck as our first week in September. We're going to go through what was spent in our regular checking account and then what was deposited from my side hustle money and how that was spent. Then I will do a quick overview of this week's paycheck, what I'm hoping, anticipating for from my side hustle, and how that looks for spending. So let's just jump right in. So this is inflow for the whole week of August 27th. My paycheck was $457.19. I didn't have a full 40 hours, so that was $207.19. That went into my regular checking account here. $250 that went into my debt checking account. I'm having, I already had an existing checking account and I'm marking that as a debt checking account so I can monitor extra payments to credit cards over the month. And then from side hustle money, this was $716.22. was over a 2-week period of approximately 30 hours. And then one meeting at 3 hours was $64.87 from another town. So the total inflow for the week that we're counting is $1238.28. And then you can see that I just separated it. So the first thing that is separated is this $207.19. We didn't do a buffer. 40 and 50 are automatic transfers into small savings accounts. We did pay out of here $25 onto an extra credit card payment. $10 is an automatic savings transfer as well. $5.99 was a monthly fee for Tastefully Simple website. And then $37.95 was for Jane's Agenda subscription box. So that just goes under Patty spending. I do that once a month. Kind of like getting the different I do like getting the different monthly subscription dashboards. So it's $168.94. Okay. Then if we go down here, for now, groceries, dine out, Amazon household, or Amazon for Grace is also taken out of my regular paycheck. The only thing that we did was $26.75 for dine out. I don't even know if that was pizza or something. I don't know. Maybe not. But okay, that's okay. We'll look at it when we look at the whole breakdown. So the $716.22 and the $64.87 is side hustle money, and I'm tracking that money in here for the inflow for the week, but then I'm taking it for here with what we spend. And I do know that we put money aside for this. I think we did exactly this. All right, so this one wasn't that great, but I know I have all my expenses right now, so we'll go ahead and check that out. So let's just go into the tracker from last week for my side hustle money. And let's see how that money was spent. Because that's, excuse me, I do the highlight method, which is, every dollar is spent with a color so that we know where we're spending money, especially when you get something like this in. So my rollover balance was $34.44, and then I got that 30-hour week, $716.22. I could almost put like 30 hours here so that we know. And then that one meeting was $64.87. Taxes are both taken out of these towns, so that'll save me at the end of the year. Okay, okay, I know. So I did transfer $100 into savings, but since then I brought it back into the account, so there's not really $100 in that savings. I paid off Torrid credit card for $146.73. Dine out for Dunkin' Donuts. I had this meeting and I just bought a sandwich. It was $9.82. Protein bars, $28.99 from Amazon. I had a medical copay at the dentist for $74.98. gas for $30. I bought a book, a gift for my nephew who him and his wife just had a baby. It's $57.78. I did buy some stickers for $16.95. $70 went to a friend for childcare. $132.88 went to Comcast for it's a fixed bill for a house. So something like this wouldn't normally come out of this account. That's going to have to come out of the joint account. Friday night we had pizza for $30.98, which was gross. It was Domino's. $12.10. We got chowder for Grace and a dessert that I only ate half. We did another gift for my mother-in-law who turned 94 for $19.27. We got 1 cent interest. We had some ice cream, was $15. Cash out for the long weekend was $43.75. Some groceries was $53.79. Another $30 for gas. Household, it was $26.14 from Amazon. I got a refund of $5 from a bank that was a closed account. And then more groceries, which is just beer for $12.47. So it went pretty quick. Incoming, outgoing. You can see where it was spent. I don't think it was spent anywhere crazy. There was a fixed bill in there. There was a medical in there. I did pay off one credit card. So I don't think we spent it crazy. Like it wasn't like get this money and just suddenly spend it. So I'm okay with where it was spent. Of course, I would love to just hoard it. I'm a hoarder when I get money like that. But you got to do what you got to do. So my ending balance is $18.91. So going into next week, I just created another tracking slip here, and I'm going to put in the rollover is $18.91. That's where I'm starting. And then I'm anticipating, as always, as you all know, I'm anticipating that one check, actually 2 checks from them. They tell me it's getting mailed today, even though I work right down the street and I can easily go and pick it up. Nope, they're telling me it's getting mailed today. We shall see. So if it gets mailed today, I should get it on Saturday, and I will update you all then. Even if it's just a short saying, yeah, it's here. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine how much it's going to be. I know one is probably about $1,200, and the other about $400. And then next week, I'll get paid from the other town. So, I don't know. Just keep it straight in my head. That's all that matters. And on paper is always good. Okay, so let's go jump in right into this week's paycheck, which is 9/3. Again, not filling this out. You know what? I can't really count that. Let's not count that. Okay. Which was yesterday, 9/3. So my rollover in my checking account was $11.50. Just put checking. And then I got paid $575.89 for my checking account, which is here. And then, let me just fix this quick. Let's just fix this. I'm going to put it here so that it's just here. $250 went automatically into my to pay my debt, my new debt account. That's what I'm calling it, a new debt account. So I just put that like that. I'll show you in a second, okay? And then any inflow money I can do with a different color and then just mark it to here, hustle money. Okay, so $11.50, and then my paycheck was $875.89. $575.89 stays in this account, and then $250 goes into the new debt account to pay my credit card debt. And that way I can track and see exactly what we're paying monthly and then any extra. Okay, so I'm not going to add the inflow up just yet because I love to have that line empty right now as I'm anticipating hustle money to come in. So I have my regular checking account. I did take out, I put in a buffer of $20 into the savings account. I had to pay Gracie's ballet for $226. And that's for the last like 6 months, to be honest with you. Allie, which is automatic savings, is $40, and then the mortgage is an automatic $50 transfer. I did do a purchase of Tastefully Simple products for myself and a couple of friends, so that was $96.53. It'll come out of this account. My I purchased $25 of that, and then another friend did 48 and 26. I did already get the 26, so I'll just put check mark here, and then I'll get the 48 by the end of the week. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so that's really it on that account. But this will also take out the variable expenses as well. We went to Market Basket yesterday, and we did a pretty good shop that we haven't done in a while. That was $106.83. Gas, I'm gonna put 45. I think my husband's taking my car today, and he'll put gas in his car up 25, and then I'll probably have to put another 20 to 25 by the weekend. And Dino, I don't have anything budgeted as of yet. I think for the fall we're gonna go out with Grace every other Friday. So this Friday might not be the one. We might wait till next week, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, especially if I do get some hustle money in. You know, I do want to take advantage of taking her out to eat. She enjoys that. And, you know, it's a nice treat for her. She deserves it. She's doing very well in school. So, if I get my hustle money in, let's just project budget $1,000. I don't know if I'm getting that big check this week. I don't know if it's coming in 10 separate checks, which I think they do. I don't know why. Okay, so these are envelopes. Okay, so I'm gonna put $50. This is my idea, but to put $50 in Max's envelope. He's got a grooming appointment coming up, as well as, you know, his 1 year physical or whatever. 1 month ahead, I want to put in $60. Costco BJ's envelope, I want to put in $25. I do want to put an extra $60 into a cash envelope for groceries. And then I want to pay extra on our PayPal credit card and our Wells Fargo. The Wells Fargo is for the hot tub, and that's where that $40 up here goes. But I kind of just started that, so I know this was a little behind, and I just want to like kind of clear it up. So, and then we're doing a yard project for the fall, and it should be around $400. So let's just add that up quickly, the things that I know that I really want to do. So 50, 60, 25, 60, and 400. So that gives me, that's $595. So really, out of that 1,000, I could put easily 200 in here for Wells Fargo. That would bring it current. And $795. So I could put another 200 on PayPal credit. And again, every 2 weeks, I'm going to be getting the town there that pays well. So I'll be able to put more. Oh, excuse me. I'll be able to put more toward those credit card goals. And that's the whole point of like picking up this extra town, is really they get paid every 2 weeks. I know it's guaranteed money as long as I do the minutes, and there's a lot of backlog, and I can put it toward credit card debt. That's my goal. So that's my breakdown of this week's paycheck. I did just want to go back to this paycheck quickly, because I was able to put money into sinking funds. It wasn't just all that spending that I did, but I was able to put money into sinking funds. I put $50 into 1 month ahead, $20 into Max. I put $25. Okay, his total was 100. This just means it was total of 100. Let's just take that out so it's not confusing. All right. $50 into 1 month ahead, $20 into Max's envelope, and $25 into Costco BJ's. And then I put $5, I don't know, somewhere. So that total was 100. That's kind of why I had that there. So I did, you know, even though we spent quite a bit here, I did put some into sinking funds. And again, that's what I want to do with the side hustle money, you know, because it's not really free money because I'm working my butt off. But so that gives you an idea of where I spent the money in the first week, and then looking at this yesterday's paycheck and how I'm breaking it up. And you know, everybody's budget is different. I know you hear that 100 million times in this community. And it's just really for me finding new ways to track how to, when I pay off some debt, and tracking where I'm spending my hustle money, because I'm picking up these extra talents to do minutes because it's my niche, but also it's good money. It's there's a lot of backlog to the minutes. I'm good at it, and if I can get ahead with these sinking envelopes that I haven't done for a while, as well as putting that money aside for groceries during the week, etc., being able to go to Costco and paying with cash, that is what my goal is. Just, I hope I can bang out the second quarter and just come back to you at the end of the year and say, hey, look at how much credit card debt we paid off with my hustle. Look how much we saved with my hustle. Let my regular paycheck pay the things that need to get done on a weekly basis. And so my husband and I do combine money. It's just that we have separate accounts. And I'm the one that created that. It's not like separate accounts. He has his own account, blah, blah. It's that I like these separate checking accounts. So I have my weekly paycheck go into my account, which pays XYZ. Now it pays XYZ plus a separate debt account. Then there's a joint account. He is self-employed, but he does get a paycheck. So that paycheck pays for our fixed bills, and then some. I mean, sometimes I have to put a little bit of money in that account to cover things because he does get paid bi-weekly. But we just look at it as we do combine our finances, but I've created separate accounts for different things to just track it better, to view it better. That's why you hear me say my, or debt, or whatever. It's we're married, our money is together, it's not separated. It's just that I have created, not us, I have created separate accounts to keep track of all the money's coming in and all the money's going out. I just want a better idea of where it's going. All right, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the new subscribers. My name is Patty, and I'm working on my purse as far as money, saving, tracking, being intentional when I especially get extra hustle money in. And then pounds is obviously I'm on a weight loss journey, and I'm glad that you're all here with me, and this community is the best. So go and check out other channels as well, as we all try to just, navigate life. Thanks, guys.